Welcome back to Chef J Fed's Kitchen. It is still summertime and I am still in full-on barbecue mode. And today I'm going to make this amazing barbecue dish that I used to do when I had my barbecue business. And a friend of mine actually inspired me to do this. My buddy Ray Berman started this company called Paonia Ice Cream Company in Paonia, Colorado. He makes the most incredible ice cream from local natural ingredients, fruits, just amazing. And I was like, wait a minute. So today, to pay homage to Ray, I'm going to be making, you guessed it, barbecue sundaes. Oh yeah. To make our barbecue sundaes, we need 3 different dishes. We're going to make a smoked pulled pork, we're going to make a smoked baked beans, and we're going to make a maple mustard slaw. Let me show you how to make these awesome barbecue dishes. So the meat that we're going to be using for our barbecue pork sundae is pork. Actually, it's a pork butt, a Boston pork butt. Now, some people think that the butt is the rump of the pig, but it's actually the butt of the shoulder. It is so delicious. We're going to smoke this for about 10 to 12 hours. I'm going to show you how to marinate and rub this delicious cut of meat. So now it's time to marinate and rub our pork butt. And of course, we are going to start with our volcano lemon juice. We're just going to pour a nice coating on top so that we can cover it. Make sure you get all sides. It's really going to help the rub stick to the pork. Okay, so once I have it covered with the lemon juice, I'm just going to sprinkle some of my rub on top. And we're just going to get it nice and coated. And then we flip it to the other side. Add more rub. We just want to cover this entire pork butt with this awesome seasoning. You can use whatever rub you want. You can make your own rub. You can buy it at the store. They have all sorts. Making rubs is so simple and easy. It's so much fun to go online and look up recipes for rubs. And you can customize it, add some of your own special ingredients. Just have fun with it. Barbecuing is all about having a blast, having fun, and making it your own unique flavor. Okay, we get all sides. I think I need just a little more. We're going to use all this rub up. All right, there you have it. We're all rubbed up. We're going to put it in the fridge overnight. Tomorrow morning, we're going to put this bad boy in the smoker and wait till you see what we do with those baked beans. One of the ingredients in my smoked baked beans is garlic confit. Let me show you how to make it. To make garlic confit, you basically need 2 ingredients, garlic and olive oil. So we take some fresh garlic and we're going to put it in the saute pan. And then we are going to take the olive oil and we are just going to put enough in to cover the garlic completely. Now the great thing about this is you actually get 2 things from making garlic confit. You get confit garlic, which is garlic cooked in fat. Confit means with fat. And then you also get this awesome garlic oil, which you can use for sauteing vegetables, marinating meats, and it gives it this amazing garlic flavor. So you bring the garlic to about a simmer and then turn it down to the lowest possible heat. And then you let it just steep and cook until the garlic turns a beige color and is soft and is just delicious. We're also going to be putting red onion in this recipe. So we're going to take the onion and we are going to julienne it. We're going to cut it into small strips. So we're going to take the onions that we cut up and we're going to dump into a saute pan. Oh yeah. And we are going to let them caramelize to a nice golden brown. Give them a nice toss. Make sure they're all mixed up. Just let them simmer at about a medium-high heat. You're going to want to check them about every 5 to 10 minutes and toss them. And make sure they don't get burnt and you're getting a nice consistent brown color on your onions. Okay, so we got the onions caramelizing, you got the garlic confiting. You just want a little bit of a bubble. You want to see no smoking on the oil. These things are just going awesome. The other ingredient that I put in my smoked baked beans is orange bell pepper. I really like orange, red, yellow. Not too big of a fan of green bell peppers. They do have their purpose, but a nice orange bell pepper is sweet and delicious. And I'm going to show you how to cut it so you get the most surface area on the pepper when you're grilling it. Actually, my buddy Timmy at Maxwell Steakhouse, he was a sous chef, and he taught me how to do this. Check this out. So you want to make the first cut and line up the knife right where you think the stem is and slice down. See that? How the stem popped right out? And you got a nice flat section. Next, you take the other end and you make another cut on the end and get a nice flat section. So you're left with a perfectly kind of squared pepper. So cut down through the pepper, and then you're going to slice off all the pith on the inside. Look how simple that is. One swipe, you have a beautiful, clean pepper strip, and then we're just going to cut them into sections so they sit on the grill nice and flat, and you'll be able to char the most surface area on them. So I'm going to put the peppers in a bowl, just a little one. Put a little oil on there, olive or canola, and we're just going to mix them up and cover our pepper with the oil before we put them on the grill. Okay, we got the grill heated up. We're going to put the peppers on. I like to put them on skin side down first. And we're just going to let them roast until the skin side gets nice and charred and delicious. Now we're going to flip the peppers. Let's see what kind of char we got. Oh yeah, look at that. That's what we're looking for. That is going to add so much flavor when we puree this up and add them to the beans. Beautiful. So it looks like the peppers are all done. Let's check the other side. Look at that. Nice and golden brown, just like we like them. We'll take them off the grill, and then we're going to put them in our puree. Okay, so we got our onions caramelized. Look how beautiful that is. Nice dark brown. That's going to add so much flavor to the baked beans. The garlic is still confit, just bubbling nice and simmering. They'll actually start to float a little when they're getting to the done point, but this is going to be so delicious. Okay, so the garlic confit is done. So this is how we strain it and separate it from the oil. Just start pouring. Oh yeah, right into the bowl. Let all the garlic, oh yeah, fall in and all over the place. There we go. Now we have delicious garlic confit, and we have some amazing garlic oil. Now we're gonna make our garlic confit, caramelized onion, and charred pepper puree for the baked beans. So we just take all the ingredients and we're going to put them into this food processor. Here comes the garlic. Okay, and we'll add the pepper, put the lid on, and we are just going to pulse it. You kind of want to keep it a little chunky. Look at that. Awesome. So let me show you what that looks like. You see, it's a little chunky, pureed. Those delicious bits are going to be all throughout the baked beans. You're going to have the garlicky, oniony, peppery, delicious flavor. It is just going to turn it all up a notch. It's going to pop. I'm so excited. Now we're going to put all the ingredients together to make our smoked baked beans. First, we're going to take a big can of baked beans. I'm using Bush's baked beans. This is a 55-ounce can. This is about the amount we need. Next, I'm going to take all that onion, garlic, pepper deliciousness. I'm going to put that right in there with the baked beans. This is gonna add so much flavor, so much depth. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, we got that in there. Next, I have a half a cup of brown sugar, a little sweetness. I'm gonna put in about a cup of apple juice, and I actually use this amazing apple juice from around where I live. It's called Big B's Delicious Apple Juice, and it is made right here in Hotchkiss, Paonia, Colorado. If you can find it, if you're in the state of Colorado, I highly recommend it. Okay, next we're gonna do about 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire, just for a little pop. This brings it up to a whole nother level. A couple dashes of Tabasco. Check out these little mini deals. So a little Tabasco, and then for some depth and flavor, some blackstrap molasses, and we'll probably use 2 and 3. Awesome. Okay, so we're just going to mix this all up together, get it all even, and then tomorrow, when we put the pork butt in the smoker, this pan of baked beans is going right under the pork butt, and all the delicious drippings, fat, juices, smoke is going to drip into this awesome baked bean mixture. I cannot wait to see how this turns out. Good morning, guys. It is 7:15 in the morning. We got the smoke starting to roll. We got our pork butt and our baked beans in the smoker. This is where all the magic happens. The baked beans are going to come out in about 3.5, 4 hours, and the pork butt isn't coming out until we get an internal temp of at least 185, 190. I'm guessing about 10, 12 hours. This is about a 9.5 pounder. I'm so excited. It's going to be an awesome day. While the pork butt and the baked beans are in the smoker, we're going to make the third ingredient for the barbecue sundaes. We are going to be making the maple mustard slaw. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to make the maple mustard dressing for the coleslaw. And there's about 6 simple ingredients that we're going to use. First, we'll take a half a cup of apple cider vinegar. We're using 4 tablespoons of maple syrup, give it a nice sweetness. We're using 8 tablespoons of Dijon mustard right in there. Give it a nice pop, nice mustardy flavor. And then we even want a little more mustard flavor, so I'm using some mustard powder. We're using 1 teaspoon of mustard powder. We're using a half a teaspoon of, I'm using Himalayan sea salt today. And then my secret ingredient, very unique, and it gives it that coleslaw kind of flavor that you're looking for, but it's not your celery seed. This is crushed ground juniper berries. Awesome. Now we're gonna put the lid on, and the most important thing, we're using 2 cups of oil, is you want to pour your oil in very slowly. You want it to emulsify. So if you pour it in fast, it might not emulsify and hold together, but very slowly, and you will get a nice emulsified thick dressing. Turn it on, and we're just gonna pour slowly. Well, that was so slow I had to speed it up a little. But you see what I mean. It's nice and thick and emulsified. This dressing is just awesome. Usually when I make this coleslaw, I use red cabbage, carrots, and parsley. But today I'm kind of cheating a little. I got this awesome coleslaw mix from Shamrock Foods called Hearty Slaw. And it's a blend of julienne broccoli and radishes, cauliflower pearls, and shredded cabbage, carrots, and kale. Look at this. This stuff is just awesome. Ready to use, delicious. So I just dumped the coleslaw mix into a bowl, and I'm just going to add the dressing to it. Now, some people like to use tongs, some people like to use spoons to get it all mixed up, but for me, to incorporate all the ingredients in the dressing, there's nothing like just using your hands. Just get in there, mix it up, toss it together, don't be afraid. This is how we get all the flavors mixed. It is so delicious. And now we have some delicious coleslaw to put in our barbecue sundaes. It's been about 4 hours. Let's check it out and see how those beans are doing. Oh yeah, look at that. Pork has been dripping into the beans. You can see the drops coming in. Oh my God, that just looks amazing. You know, this is one of the best parts about doing barbecue is you can experiment, you can have fun, and these baked beans are just gonna be incredible. Well guys, it's been 12 hours. We just pulled the pork butt out of the smoker. Look how beautiful this is. Look at the bark on this pork butt. I mean, it is just gorgeous, dark golden brown. We are gonna make some awesome barbecue sundaes tomorrow. Good morning. You know, there's a reason why barbecue restaurants are so successful. I mean, it takes a long time to prepare good barbecue. A lot of people just don't want to do it. They'd rather go out and pay for it. I mean, think about it. I took this pork butt 2 nights ago and I marinated and rubbed it, put it in the fridge overnight. Yesterday, I put it in the smoker for 12 hours. Now, the following morning, we are finally going to pull the pork butt. The meat of the pork butt should be so tender that when we grab this bone right here, it should just want to slide. Look at this. And pop right out. Look how clean that is. It comes right out. Next, we're going to start separating all these different muscle parts of the pork butt. There's a lot of fat. We want to clean a lot of this fatty, unedible product, and we just want to leave the really nice, wonderful meat. And you see how it pulls apart into beautiful shreds. This is what we're looking for. This stuff is just fantastic. Let me show you how quick and easy it is to complete pulling the pork butt. I've created. Look at all the juicy tender meat, the dark bark from the outside of the pork butt, and you see I've taken off all the fat, sinew, bone, everything that's really just not appealing to eat. Now there's a lot of fat and flavor in the pork butt from cooking for so long, and all the juice is melting into the meat, but we don't want big hunks of fat in our pork butt when we're eating it. We want to taste that delicious succulent meat. This is just unbelievable. I mean, look at the quantity. That one pork butt, I mean, we're going to be eating this for at least 3 or 4 days. I mean, the way I eat, my friends eat, this is definitely a 3 or 4 day project. Now it's time to put together our barbecue sundae. Let me show you how simple and easy it is. What we've done is I've heated up the baked beans and I've heated up the pulled pork. So we start by putting a layer of baked beans at the bottom of the mason jar. And make sure you use a wide mouth pint mason jar. You can use a wide mouth quart mason jar if you're really hungry. Okay, so we got one layer at the bottom. Now we're going to go for the pulled pork. We just take some pulled pork and you put it right in there. There we go. So now we got our second layer. Now it's on to the coleslaw. The coleslaw is going to give it a crunchy, cool, kind of a vinegary pop to mix with the sweetness of the baked beans and the barbecue sauce. Okay, now we go back to the baked beans. Right on top of the coleslaw, we're doing a layer of baked beans. Look how delicious that is. Okay, back to the pulled pork. Right in there. Oh yeah, this is just epic. And then our final layer, we're getting topped with coleslaw. Now, I'm making this for my daughter, and my daughter, she doesn't like spicy too much, but she loves mild banana peppers. So, as our little beautiful garnish on top, we are going to put some delicious banana peppers. So there you have it. As always, I got to have my special taste testers here to try my delicious barbecue. So we have my daughter Ellie, her friend Crimson, and Aya, and they're about to try our barbecue pork sundae. Go for it, guys.
Okay.
Try to dig in. Try to get all 3 layers of goodness. The beans, the coleslaw, the pulled pork.
Mmm. Let's get some of that.
Ellie, what do you think?
Uh-oh. It's really good.
Crimson? Well, they look like they're pretty satisfied customers.
That's really good.
You guys look pretty happy with your barbecue sundaes. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget, if you like the video, please subscribe down below and also press the notification so you can see when my next videos are out. You have an awesome day. Thank you.